Last time I left off, I was flying with the Century Flight Club away from the Athabasca sand dunes and towards Uranium City. It's a half hour from the Northwest Territories, and I have never seen anything quite like it, especially not in Saskatchewan. The first stop was at the old uranium mine site in town, and the view just kept getting better. Along the shore, in the berry bushes, at the beach, or at a waterfall. But it reminds me of everywhere, BC. There are moments where I thought I was back going to Peggy's Cove in Nova Scotia. Ken, a longtime resident, offered to show us around the old mine roads. Uranium City was once a bustling gold and uranium mining community, but it was abandoned nearly overnight in 1982 when mining operations shut down. This used to be the local grocery store. Now it's a storage building, or Saskatchewan's biggest pool hall.
At its peak, when I was informed, from all the mine sites that were around here, somewhere between 75 and 10,000 people. We had all the facilities here, curling rinks and hockey rink and outdoor rink.
What is it about the north of Saskatchewan that makes this province special, or what makes it special to you?
The country, but make sure you have that camera on when I take you where we're going now.
Because we're going to see some of that?
Oh yeah, you're going to see some real country.
Good.
2 hours down a sand road later, Ken showed us to this view near the old box mine. I'll let the scenery speak for itself. With the sunset on the horizon, we went back to town for the night. I had no idea how much adventuring was yet to come. I was flying back south with 2 Century Flight Club planes. I was with Harold and Margie, and that's Mike and Rachel over there. They're from Texas, and Mike's a retired American Airlines pilot. And believe it or not, he built that plane with his bare hands. I asked them what they think of Saskatchewan.
I like the terrain and how friendly the people are. I'm not sure that Canadians have a corner on friendliness, but they're certainly good at it. So
that's great.
I love the canola fields from the air. They're absolutely beautiful. Bright yellow with the blue lakes. It's very, very intense.
Anywhere up through Canada is just fantastic. It's much different than Texas, I can tell you that. So.
An hour away from Ronge, a storm developed, and we decided to play it safe and duck into the next runway, a uranium mine at Key Lake. Though we weren't far from Ronge, the problem was that if we had to turn back, they didn't have the right fuel at Key Lake so that we could refill and try again. The next day, it was all supposed to clear up.
If my eyes look poofy, it's probably because I'm a little stranded, I'm a little stressed, and somehow I've ended up at the Cameco uranium mine at Key Lake. We spent the night here because conditions weren't that great into Ronge. Anyway, there's actually lots to do here. There's tons of books. This is a squash court that's been turned into a bit of a games room, and so I'm just checking out the Colbert Report.
We got in the air in the early afternoon, and in no time we were back in Ronge. If somebody would have asked me what had just happened, I probably would have stared and mumbled the words amazing and transformative and whoa. I had stumbled onto an adventure, and I'm so grateful to all the members of the Century Flight Club for showing me a corner of Saskatchewan that so few people get to see. On the 7-hour drive back to Regina, I even got to see Rachel's favorite site, the canola fields. I wonder what they look like from the air.